June 22nd, Epic Games officially released Fortnite RELOAD, which allows players to go back to Chapter 1 POIs, play with the old guns, old items, and yes, get more victory royales. In this game mode, it is not officially a player battle royale like it is that we have in Chapter 5 Season 3. No, it is actually quite different. Similar to Call of Duty Rebirth, this is a game mode where 40 players will play in squads. Well, you can go in as solos. I wouldn't advise against that because if you die, you die. And you're allowed to respawn multiple times until the end to hopefully get a victory royale. The goal of this game mode is to get the full squad eliminated before they are respawned or rebooted in this game. And honestly, Fortnite kind of hit the jackpot with this because I think Fortnite RELOAD has actually saved Epic Games for the rest of the year. Now let me explain. Chapter 5 Season 3 has been a dumpster fire so far, and we all know that. We don't even need to discuss that in great detail, but it does need to be discussed. I mean, the season started off with the player base not happy. I mean, that's not how you want to start it off.
Oh yeah, sick dude!
With the addition of cars that have always been in the game with their new attachments, the game kind of took an unhealthy turn, and a lot of the player base, casuals and competitive players alike, just did not like it. The fact that you were able to get in a car, get these attachments, and that's pretty much all you needed to play the game now was kind of annoying, especially when they didn't have anything to counter these cars, such as EMPs or boogie bombs. That was another thing, especially instead of adding EMPs, they actually went with boogie bombs because that was somehow gonna help. But the countless nerfs to both guns and cars alike, the people that enjoyed the cars saying it was a fresh twist to the game, to the competitive players saying that it was not a welcomed addition to the game because they hated how it took no skill, it was just a really toxic place to begin with, and it still is. This season is not good. The only good thing that they added this season was bringing back the old AR that everybody loved. Everybody loves this AR. But without that change, honestly, there's not much of this season that people are really enjoying anymore, especially with the newest version update that included Fortnite RELOAD, not allowing players to run through walls anymore with Nitro, which, come on, that was sick. Being able to go through walls like that, like, come on, that was tough. But now none of the fun stuff is in the game anymore. It's kind of just back to its bland old self with these new POIs in a desolate area. It's just not good. But this new update has Fortnite RELOAD in it, and that saved the game because we get that nostalgia feeling from the old Fortnite season. Reclaiming Tilted Towers, Pleasant Park, and Retail Row in their entirety in their full size, which people can go reminisce in that they did such as last year. It's just something that people have always enjoyed. The nostalgia factor is always going to sell. When Fortnite continues to die off, which I don't think is anytime soon, they can always bring back old reliable in Chapter 1 and just go with the flow with that because everybody's going to play it. For the ones that did play it back in 2018 when it was out, to the ones that didn't get to play it because they were too young, it will always sell. There is no worry about that. And Fortnite RELOAD does well to fit that void that people want, as in we get these old POIs, we get slightly smaller versions of them such as Lil Loot Lake and Snobby Shoals. People are just filling that void that they want to be with Chapter 1 yet again because OG was a hit last year. It was breaking the record for player count, and it sold. It kept Fortnite on the map. And even this game mode, when it came out, it was over 1 million players as soon as it came out within the first 30 minutes to an hour, and it says all it needs to say because it still shows that Fortnite's popping. It's not going anywhere, which I don't think anybody is, but it does show that this season is in dire need of some help. The fact that this game mode was also produced in less than a month is also, one, crazy, literally crazy, and two, shows that they can do something in short time like that because they're kind of going to a Roblox format where people are able to create these game modes. Fortnite can create their own as well, and they could sell it, profit off of that, allowing their creators to profit off of allowing them to get revenue from these platforms that they are putting on the game. And it's just, the structure is there, and that's where they're sort of moving. But the actual battle royale is just not going well. This, on the other hand, is giving people a fresh new way to play the game, which is what is needed on this game right now. It is not the same as a battle royale. It is something different. It is you're continuing to play the game until your enemies are completely wiped out, or at least the squad is wiped out, and you're allowed to come back into the game, which is fun. It's a fast-paced environment. It's different than what you need in battle royale. You're not playing the same methods. It's fun. It's refreshing. That's all it is, and that's all that Fortnite needs to keep doing on top of the battle royale. But I do think that Fortnite RELOAD actually saved Fortnite because the way things are looking with this season, it's not going to go well until Chapter 2, which has already been leaked as the OG for November, comes out. And honestly, with Chapter 2, there's only a handful of seasons that people would genuinely like to see in the game. Obviously, the first season of Chapter 2 was great because that's just a new map. You can go back to how it felt after the Black Hole event ended. Chapter 2 Season 2, which was probably one of the top 3 seasons in the game. Meanwhile, it was in the pandemic, which also helped because everybody was locked in. But the special special POIs in the shark or the rig or the yacht with Deadpool, people are going to want to play that. And of course, season 3 with the water, I mean, that was just fun. That's different than what they usually do. So to just have that, go back to that, which evaporated over time, which they kind of did with the old OG last year, it can work because I don't think a lot of people are going to want to go back to Primal, which I'm not even trying to be different. I enjoyed that. I don't mind going back to that if we do it. It sort of gave me a Minecraft vibe, kind of building out the guns. I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead. But the void for OG is the point of this video, and that is still there. And regardless of the changes that they make, the weapons that they add, the weapons that they unvault in this season, it's kind of dead already, and we have till August to kind of cope with it. This refreshing thing that they made in a month, maybe they do it again. Maybe they do it with the Pirates of the Caribbean event. Maybe they do it with the Summer Sweat event. That's what's gonna save them, is this OG nostalgia factor that they could somehow implement into the game with the fresh ideas. Even if it's not OG, just new game modes with new maps and new content besides the yearly update is going to help. And obviously that's what's going to help sell skins. It's going to give them more revenue. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do that. But being able to travel this old map with OG lighting, old guns, everything that's old with a little bit of mix of new stuff, that's what's going to keep the game going. And honestly, the player base seems to like it. It seems to be fun. There's zero build, there's build, everybody wins. And honestly, I can see them adding a competitive mode to this, and that's just going to go crazy. I don't even want to think about that, but I think it would be popular, especially for ratings for people trying to get out and play the game. But anyways, I digress. The nostalgia is going to sell, and this game mode is actually going to be a hit. But if there's anything related to Fortnite RELOAD that you want to see me cover, please let me know down below. And with that, if there are any other video topics or ideas that I should discuss that are outside Fortnite news, please let me know in the comments as well. But until next time, I hope to see y'all later. Peace.